Hello folks and welcome to 4 Season Backpacking. Please subscribe for the latest outdoor adventure videos.
Oh, sorry that light's bright. So morning folks, I'm Richard, the host of 4th Season Backpacking, which is my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, this channel is about the great outdoors. Basically wild camping is the main theme. I have 30 plus years experience of it. So if you want to know anything about wild camping, this is definitely the channel to come to. On this channel you'll get amazing wild camps around Britain mostly, but I do occasionally go abroad when I can afford to. You will get advice on the cheapest way to travel to get to your hiking destinations by public transport. Be that in Britain or abroad, mostly in Britain. You will get advice on hiking gear, what's the best hiking gear, such as tents, sleeping bags, mats, backpacks, boots, trail runners. I also enjoy trail running, not just hiking. I like keeping fit, but mostly this channel is about wild camping and travel. And occasionally I will give advice on photographic equipment, video equipment, drones, stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's get on with today's episode. I am wild camping on Share Hill in Wiltshire, on by the Wessex Ridgeway Trail. I think that's what it's called. If it's not, I'll put it up on the screen. 5:36 in the morning. It's around 2 hours to sunrise. I want to get the tent down way before sunrise to do some time lapsing and get ready to do a bit of droning. I'm going to make myself a coffee now. So folks, this morning I am using the spider stove, the Kosovo spider stove. It's a gas stove. I'm using cheap propane gas can with a adapter so I can fit it. These cans can sell for less than 99p each. You can buy them off Amazon. I'll put a link on the description for you. Okay, so I've got the MSR fire shield there, and it's got a little sort of reflective shield at the bottom as well. Okay folks, so gas, especially cheap propane gas cans like this, do not normally work very well in cold weather, well they don't. The only way you're going to get to use it is with a full gas can, which I'm using now. And the half-filled ones, once I've used them in winter, I use in the summer because they work no problem in the summer. But I always take a fresh, full one for cooking this time of year. Now, a lot of people will actually put their gas cans in their sleeping bag. I would absolutely not advise that. If it starts leaking, you're going to die in your sleep. Or if there's a spark or something in your tent, you're just going to go up in flames. Absolutely do not advise putting it in your sleeping bag. I'd put it inside your rucksack outside your tent, but if you're absolutely desperate and it's the last you need it for survival, yeah, put it in your sleeping bag. If it's absolute emergency and you need the gas, you've got no other choice and it's a matter of survival. But if you're just camping the night, don't risk putting the gas can in your sleeping bag. Only do that if it's you absolutely have no choice, if it's a matter of life and death. So I'm having my favourite coffee again, in the form of coffee bags, Lions coffee bag number 3. Use brown sugar in my coffee. Normally I have honey at home, but obviously this is lighter. Well, it would have been lighter if I didn't bring so much sugar. Another thing about cooking your cooker when it's bad weather and cold, do not use your cooker inside your tent. Again, only do that if it's absolutely necessary. You've got no choice. It's like a life and death situation. You're absolutely starving and you've been stuck in your tent for days and days and you need food to stay alive. If you're just camping one night and it's bad weather outside, do not use your gas inside the tent, close the tent door, because the my belief is that the obviously the flame will suck up all the oxygen out your tent, plus there's carbon monoxide poisoning. I have had to do that before, cook inside the tent, and I did notice that I was starting to feel lightheaded, so obviously I immediately stick my head out the tent, get loads of oxygen in the tent. It's a very, very silly thing to do, is cook inside the tent. I would only do it if it was absolutely necessary. Like I said, if you've been stuck somewhere for a few days or even 2 days and you're absolutely starving, avoid that if you can. It's very risky. So I'm having some noodles as well, my favourite noodles in a pot, and there is my coffee ready to drink. So folks, as you would have seen, I got some absolutely fantastic footage on Share Hill, Avebury Fort. There was, what would you call it, low cloud or mist coming over the fort and the monument. From what I've seen on my phone, the footage looks amazing. So for the drone footage, I had the it on 4K. ISO 100, 25 frames per second, at 100 MBS, and I had the shutter speed at 50. That's the ideal settings you really want. I probably had it on slightly the wrong white balance. I had it on the prefix white balances, so I had it on like a sunny day when it was really more sort of cloudy. But as long as you don't have it on automatic, it should be okay. I mean, it looked all right. Obviously, the best time for those settings is in the morning before it gets too bright. You get the best light as well, anyway. But yeah, hopefully that looks good on the big screen. It looked good on the old mobile there. Yeah, so that is the ideal settings you want. And yeah, as I said, in the morning. If not, if it's too bright, you need ND filters. So I'm heading back down actually the same way I came up. The reason being, I was going to go to the village of Share Hill, but it means I've got to walk along a busy road. Really busy road, so I've decided against that, and I'm going to walk back down this way, because I walked up this way, and head for Calne. It was actually so cold at the fort up there while I was doing the droning, that while I was doing that, my actual rucksack went solid and just had ice all over it. It was just rock solid, the bag. So I don't know how I should have looked on my watch. I really need to gauge the temperatures more often for you guys, if you're interested. But I reckon it must have been -6. I mean,
It's not very often I see my bag freeze up like that so quickly as well, just within like 20 minutes. In the Lake District one time, I was inside the tent. It was actually -17 inside the tent, and that was so cold that my eyelids actually stuck. Like, it was hard to open my eyelids because the eyelids kept freezing up. Obviously I had a really good winter sleeping bag and set up inside to keep warm, and a ski mask on, a hot water bottle, but yeah, -17. So getting closer to that busy road. It's only a short walk along a path along the busy road to Calne, and that's where I catch my bus to Swindon and then on to Oxford. And as I say, you can get a Wiltshire 24-hour ticket, a day explore ticket for £7 via the Stagecoach app, or you can get it for £7.20 on the coach itself, a ticket. It's just 20p extra if you prefer a paper ticket.
Back to